1337 FM. Talk Radio.
Engage.
Welcome to 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio. This is a nerdy pop culture podcast. We're coming to you pre-recorded live from our underground lair.
You're not wrong.
No,
No,
to
it's
bring you
kinda
some
underground,
fabulous
yeah.
fun.
You're under the ground, so I mean, it's not like a bunker.
Well,
Yeah, we're in the 1337 bunker in the Alkali Salt Flats. But yeah, so
you know what would be an awesome name for a band?
what?
Alkali Lake.
Alkali Lake.
Alkali? Isn't that like a?
That's where Weapon X project was held. Just the lake in X2.
Oh, because
Alkali Lake.
I was thinking alkaline, and I was like,
Not
yeah, I guess
Alkali Lake.
It's really,
is-
it's really basic. That's because basic.
That's a nerd joke for
You know what
everybody
else
out
is
there.
really basic?
This bitch.
I'm Mark Langell.
I'm Mike Byrne.
I'm Matt Flowers.
Yes. What episode is this? 29?
I don't know.
30, I believe.
30?
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
That's how
Lord.
old I'm going to be this year.
You old man.
So no, we could get like that.
Price is right.
The Price is Right losing horn.
Price is wrong.
Price is wrong, bitch.
I'll try and get that for the next time. Yeah.
Exciting.
But yeah, so this is episode 30, Big 3-0.
Yeah, we should have a dance party. You ready?
Should we?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Okay.
Give her. Oh,
Oh, feel
Wow.
that beat.
it's a short beat.
Yeah, it's very short. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the size of the beat. It's just how
it's how well you use
beady
it.
it is.
Yes, that's right.
Beat,
Yeah.
little beat.
So, yeah.
So I
This
think
is-
you said you had a few things you brought.
I brought a few things, but I think this is sort of like, we didn't mean to meet up tonight. We meant to meet up last night, but I was too destroyed. And I think you were tired, and Mike was at
Yeah.
skating. So I was like,
I was
So
ready
who
to go.
was
I had
the
my
only one that actually did something? So it would be you.
Oh, yeah, I did things. I had a busy weekend of fun-filled family activities.
I worked.
Lame.
I just did nothing.
That was fair enough.
Oh, no. Actually, I started playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you bought it for Wii U.
I do.
Oh my God.
It's right there.
Bought it for Breath of the Wild. I do.
I do have a copy as
I
well.
do bought it.
I do bought it.
How is it so far? Have you played any of it?
I played about an hour of it. It was just sort of... I was in the middle of things, and it was one of them things I just didn't want to
Commit without...
commit until I had a chunk of time. So when I sat down last night and I played about an hour and a half of it, I'm enjoying it. It's. I know I'm going to enjoy it because it seems like it's very where you have to do a lot of exploration. That is the part.
Sandboxing.
Is very sandboxy.
Which, when you think about it, the very first Legend of Zelda was basically that.
Was
That's
it?
right.
Yeah, the very first one for NES.
I never played
You
it.
just got top down, but you just got thrown in this world. You had no idea where to go. It was all about explorating.
That's a
Explorating.
word now.
I just made it up.
Exploring.
Well, I mean,
Explorations.
technically...
Trying to figure out where to go and what to do.
Link to the Past was kind of like that, but you could go to pay 5 rupees or something, or 15, and this person would be like, they would play this weird music, and this person would tell you pretty much what had to happen, and you would you look at the map,
Yeah.
and you could see like where the pieces of the Triforce were, and you had to go get the Master Sword. So like it wasn't totally...
Well, by Link to the Past, because they were even going to have like no hints on the wall or anything, but now like there's cracks in the wall where you can lay a bomb.
Oh wow, really?
In Link to the Past, originally when they were
Yeah.
making the game, they didn't have anything at all. Like you would have to take
You
your
would
sword.
have to go around and
and-
tap the
Yeah, because
wall
it
with
would
your
make
sword.
it listen to it
Yeah.
because there was a different sound when you hit like
Yeah.
a hollow part
It
of
was
the
like-
wall.
A higher.
Shit.
But
Really?
Miyamoto was like,
Yeah.
no, this is going to be too tedious and
We're not
Not good.
Japanese enough to have that
No.
dedication.
No, that's well. I mean, there's a lot of people like even Jeff. Jeff was saying he's
Mr.
put
French.
100 and
very French.
he's put 120 hours into.
He got a pretty good little series of videos on his YouTube channel if you ever get stuck. He has a good little
I
few
don't-
spots where like,
I don't want to do that though. I've stayed away from it, so I didn't ruin
Go in
anything.
fresh.
I want to go in. Yeah, exactly. I want to go in with no
See, now I've been
nothing.
playing a lot of a sandbox game, a little too much actually, lately too.
I've just been
It's-
playing in a sandbox.
Yeah, this is technically it's a sandbox game.
It's one of those big green turtles.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like I bought Mass Effect Andromeda, and I am having a whale of a time. It is so much fun. But before it came out, obviously everyone knows about the really wacky facial animations. And I got to say, they are amateur. But the game,
It doesn't change it.
No, the thing is, you kind of stop seeing it. And it doesn't change the game. And like, it's just, there's a few wonky eyes and a few wonky faces. Who cares, really?
Yeah.
There are.
We're all beautiful in our own way.
But the thing is, the studio that made it was Ubisoft Montreal. Not Ubisoft Montreal. Wow. BioWare Montreal.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
they're
French.
not really, because they worked on Dragon Age Inquisition, which was a big release, but this was really their pet project. Like, I think, as far as I have gathered. And the person in charge of the facial animations is a woman, and so since everyone has been making fun of it, she's like crying sexism. Well,
Oh, really?
but I'd rather not politicize this, but I'm just saying. And
It's just a fact. It's out.
yeah, and but the thing is, I'm having so much fun with this game, I don't care.
The funny thing is, I like you were saying, the facial animations. It's all over YouTube, so it's easy to see what the funny parts. Like people have.
And some
cut
of them are
and put
hilarious.
Some of them are hilarious.
But
But
is it
I didn't know
constantly?
this.
No, not console list. Not this.
When you downloaded it, did you start it as soon as you got it and didn't patch it?
Well, I mean, as soon as you download it, it downloads the
patched
patch with it.
Okay, because the day one patch, the people who got it right as soon as it was out, that didn't get the day one patch, they were able to do comparison, and the patch actually makes the main character less attractive.
Yep,
It was
they
less
intentionally
impressive.
made a lot of. They intentionally made a lot of the females unattractive
Yeah, so
for a reason I'd rather not get into, because it's quite
Realism?
what
Realism?
feminism.
Realism.
Anyway,
I
let's
would
not
think-
get into.
I think
Let's
it
not
would
get
be-
into that, because I'd rather not get into. I'd rather not take a stance on politics. Let's just talk nerds.
I think we can all agree that Rex is the sexiest Mass Effect character.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Sexy Rexy.
Ooh.
The big frog monster.
He's God Rex. There's another one. There's a Krogan in this one named Drac, and he's like 1,000 years old.
Oh,
And
too old.
he he's so cool because he's such a typical Krogan. I don't know if you never played Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Typical
yeah.
Krogan.
Oh, he's
Yes, I
so
have.
cool. He just headbutts everything. And I play online. I play a lot of multiplayer, and you can unlock classes. Like, you just start off with the basics, humans, and like the classes.
Math
And
class, gym class.
So you're actually playing multiplayer?
oh yeah,
Wasn't the
it's
multiplayer
so
for 3
much
pretty
fun.
good?
Yeah, there's the same sort of multiplayer. So it's just like for right now, it's pretty bare bones and basic. Like, it's a sort of a map, and you got, I think it's a crew of 4 people, and you have all the abilities is in the main game, but you can level up. Say you want to be a what is it, biotic? You got to be the biotic person. You can level that person up.
Be
But
a
if you want
Jedi,
to be
basically.
pretty much what they are, and if you want to be a soldier, you got to play the soldier, and like you could level up them individually. But if you gain a level, you get a box. You open the box, it's got like stuff in it.
So it's your standard multiplayer advance. Like,
Yeah.
you play a lot to get better.
So you
gear.
get a level and you get a
Like a loot box,
A loot crate.
loot bag.
you get a loot
Name of
crate
the party,
sent to you.
Thanks for playing.
Here.
and you open it, and it's like I got my first
an Iron Man
box.
bobblehead, a T-shirt.
Yeah, it's like loot crate. Oh god, I love.
Says, "How
You gotta-
about that?"
Imagine if we got sponsored by
You
loot
get a
crate. Wow.
freezy that's not frozen. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
I gotta
and
go
like
home, freeze this.
an
We're just drinking
eraser.
right now. Get out of
There's
here.
some erasers and like candy,
But
Yeah.
it tastes like Krogan ale or something like that.
and yeah,
Here's
first
the freezies.
loot
It's
box.
really good, but it got no
Space
alcohol.
freezes.
Anyway,
The first loot box I opened was this Krogan warlord,
It
and
just
I was
came
like,
out of it.
"Oh my god!"
Oh god.
And he just popped out. I was like, "Hey!" And I just play as him in multiplayer, and like you this thing where you can sprint, but if you hit the melee button when you're sprinting, the Krogan doesn't like punch or anything. He just headbutts. So
Oh,
like what
okay.
I've been doing is I spec all the way into sprint and to headbutting, and I've just been running around wrecking stuff with my head, and it's the most fun I've ever had.
and are you guys winning because of that?
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the Krogan war, I think it's called Krogan Mercenary, and he has this thing called Fortify, which you activate. It's sustained, so it's like on you all the time. You take 50% less damage,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and all this stuff, you run faster and everything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna run that way and headbutt everything on the way. And I'm just mashing F for like headbutt and shift for sprint. So I'm like boom, 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 and just knocking everything over and laughing.
And it's like
It's like you
Sauron.
in a particular New Year's, I remember. You were real-lifing that.
I woke up next morning, my forehead was swollen.
Yeah, you were literally headbutting every single person you've seen.
Yeah.
Whether they liked it or not.
Whether it was a girl, it was a guy.
You were just going around headbutting.
Remember one little boy
No, I'd say, what?
One little boy in particular, you're like, headbutt, smack, and he had like this,
Emo hair.
yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that man.
Because
Yeah.
I would say, put your right hand on my shoulder, and we had lock arms and shoulders, and we go bang. Because I was in my reckless youth.
Okay.
I remember
But
that
his
party.
emo hair didn't cushion the blow?
Hmm?
His emo hair didn't cushion the blow?
No, I think it. I don't know. Well, it didn't cushion
I
his.
don't know. Jerry took you down though, right?
Jerry dethroned me amazingly.
Is
He's
this
got
like a forehead version of Rochambeau or something?
basically, yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
sort of a test of endurance, and I was going all
Who
night
could headbutt each other the longest without
until.
giving
No, I
up?
think it was one each, but that's usually all it took. And the hell was like, "Oh, don't do that again," and then I moved to the next person.
But you and Jerry are the
Okay.
smartest, so you're like, we're gonna do it forever.
It was like The Simpsons, when they put pots in their heads and they go, bang.
Bam.
But yeah, that was when I used to drink a lot of rum in one sitting and then get up and headbutt things.
That was a fun party.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Christian pissed
Sounds like a
himself
good time.
because Christian wanted to go and his girlfriend didn't want to go.
He
So-
really wanted to go.
He's like, "I want to go." It's like, "No, we're staying." He's like, "If you don't go, I'm pissing my pants." And she's like, "No, you don't." He's like, "Okay." So they counted down to the New Year's. It's like,
Yes, we do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Christian went and just pissed his pants and sitting down on the couch.
He's like,
And it
"We
was
gotta
the
leave."
funniest thing because he went like, with his face.
Happy
And he just
New Year.
pissed himself. And then she was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "I told you. This is your fault." Oh, it was the best thing ever.
Well, he was not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he said he'd do it. And
She knew the
did it.
consequences.
So yeah, I have. I think we should do a half-hour episode this time.
I think that's a good format to stick to for a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe
that
do at
sounds-
least 10 half-hour episodes.
Yeah, that would be.
To see how it flows and see if it's.
What's our timestamp there, man?
I don't know yet. Because I can't look. I'll check.
Okay, well.
While he's checking, can you set us up with a segment?
I thought it was just me, a little entertainment noise. Okay.
What's in your hand?
I have a piece of paper here in my hand. You can see part numbers on the back when I was on call.
Cool. So it's legit.
Yeah, it's actual paper. Yeah. And
Real piece of
I
paper.
wanted to I have 2 topics I want to bring up, but I want to set one up first. Recently I tried to deep fry something.
Yeah.
And I was sort of in my kitchen, I was making some chicken tendies and some fries.
Delicious.
And because I was
Tendies.
sort of lazy and I didn't want to make a big meal, so I was like, I'll make some tendies and fries. And
Sugar a Big Mary.
it was like 8 in the evening. I was like, I'm not going out. I don't have any pants on. And I was like, because I've seen people do it all my life, deep fried just in a pot,
Yeah.
right?
That's how I make popcorn.
Yeah, you told me, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll get some vegetable oil, fill the pot up about halfway. My first mistake.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of
I want to
oil.
get the
That is
oil
a
hot.
lot of oil.
See, I've never
Yeah.
done it before. I don't know these things.
Okay.
And I sort of turned it on sort of medium heat,
Mm.
which I think is my second mistake because the oil got too hot. So I chopped up the potatoes and I threw them in the oil.
How hard did you throw them in?
No, I kind of just sort of slid them in off a chopping board.
Okay, so you weren't like cutting
It was
beer.
like,
Lob,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
lob.
like sort of 3-pointer into the thing. No, it wasn't like that. But I think the potatoes had some sort of, because when you cut them, they're sort of wet.
There's some
Yes.
magnesium coated
Yeah.
potatoes.
And yeah, that sort of caused the oil to sort of explode without the pot down into the burner, creating an impressively big grease fire in my
Oh,
kitchen.
okay.
So I was kind of screaming,
Pretty impressive.
and I didn't know what to do because it was getting to the point where it was leaving burn marks on my microwave.
Were you running around in a circle
Holy
just
shit.
saying
Fire,
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 fire, fire, fire, fire?
And so what I did is I got my fire extinguisher off my wall and just sort of extinguished the fire with the fire extinguisher,
Yeah.
but it was a powder one.
Yes.
So it took
they
about-
all are now, aren't they?
Well, some are CO2. And it
Oh,
took
okay.
about 8 hours and one burner to clean up my kitchen. Like I had to replace the burner. It took about 8 hours to clean everything up. And oh God, because I had to keep taking breaks because that stuff is like very, very fine powder. So you sweep it up and it gets in the air
Yes.
and then you start to choke a bit. So you're like, I gotta go outside.
Yeah.
So yeah. So on that note, the topic I wanted to bring up. Okay, what's sort of anecdotal? What's your worst kitchen accident? You've already heard mine.
Okay.
So because I know Mike, you cook. I don't know if you cook or not, Mark.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
cooking.
never try and burn down my house.
I didn't try. It just happened to happen.
It was a spontaneous
I
moment.
know.
So okay, so let's start with Mark. Well, since you said you cook with
Probably the only ever accident I might have had in the kitchen is I might have cut myself with a knife, and that crossed my hand, crossed my finger. That's probably the biggest. I've never really caught anything on fire before. Okay, well, hold on. Does barbecuing count?
those are, like I said, I say kitchen accident. I mean like cooking. I guess.
Food
Okay.
preparing.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I do all the barbecuing in my house.
Well, I would in my house.
Oh, I always do.
Mm.
And it was actually last summer. Went outdoors and put pork chops on the barbecue. I like to preheat my barbecue, get it nice and warm, and then take everything. And what I'll do is before I get the heat on, I'll put some olive oil
On the grill?
on the grill.
Mm.
I'll clean the grill, but I'll put olive oil because I find the meat don't stick that way. So, but this time I don't know if it was just the olive oil or if it was a really fatty pork. But I turned on the heat, got it nice to the heat, and then put the pork chops on and put the cover down. And I sit outside. If I have a beer, I'll have a beer at that time. That's just what I do.
Barbecuing.
And all of a sudden, I noticed a lot of smoke coming out from the corners.
The two little
And
holes.
Yeah, and around the back and everything. And I opened up the cover, and sure enough, man, the whole thing was, and it was high. And I was like,
Did you manage to keep your eyebrows?
I did.
I was
did.
gonna
Yeah.
say that's
Okay.
what I thought where the story was going. I'm
No,
slightly disappointed.
The good thing is I have a very long utensils for my barbecue because
Yeah, you do.
having short utensils don't make any sense when you barbecue it.
True.
So I got some nice long barbecue
You can
utensils,
sit-
and I was able to
Just
move
hang out in the
stuff.
living room and just
Yeah, basically.
20
yeah.
foot long.
No, I was just able to get the propane turned off, and
So imagine when
but other than
Homer's
that-
super fat and he's able to like the broom,
Yeah.
typing Y on the computer from across the room.
What is he doing? He's working hard. No, he's not.
So yeah. So I was thought you were gonna say like you turned on the gas and then you kept trying to light it. I thought that's where it was gonna go.
no,
That's
no,
happened
no.
to me.
I've ducked away from a lot of fireballs. I'm like, up. Okay.
No, I got it pretty much down to a science.
I mean, yeah, I think I do now, but after several eyebrows getting singed.
You don't want anyone to know you don't have a face.
What you don't? So yeah, what's
I
yours?
have this is I guess probably last summer. We usually like bulk cook, probably like every Sunday, every second Sunday. We'll just like prepare a crap ton of meals and freeze them. So we had the slow cooker out, and we used to make like spaghetti sauce or soup or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
So
a good idea.
yeah, slow cooker's on the stove. We have like a laminate.
Yeah,
stove.
lucky.
It's pretty good. I like it. So I think we were cooking spaghetti sauce or soup or something like that, and that was on the go. And it was super hot summer day, so we had like all the windows open, which was good. And we were in the living room at the time. We were watching some movie. It's called High Rise. It's got Loki in it.
Yeah.
It's
Tom Hiddleston.
yeah. It's a freaking weird movie.
So it's not the character Loki.
No, it's not him. It's
It's
the
guy
actor.
who played him.
It's like a 1960s like period. It reminds me of Clockwork. It's like they were trying to make Clockwork Orange style movie today.
Yeah.
And it was just really weird. So we were watching that, and I go to like make like a cup of coffee or something. So I turned the kettle on, and we're sitting down, and then like something just stinks, and we're like,
Is it
look,
you?
well, more than usual. And then there's just can like barely see the dining room because it's so
Smoky.
thick, like black, dense smoke.
Oh.
And I was like, what the hey? And I go out and I'm like pissed off because my smoke detector's not working. When I turned because we have a stovetop kettle, like not an electric one, so the kettle was on the burner,
Okay.
and
yeah.
the slow cooker was also on the stove because we have the plug-in on the stove.
Right
So we
on the
use
very
that.
top
Yeah.
portion there.
We don't have a lot of counter space, so we just use it there. But when I turned the burner on for the kettle, I turned the wrong burner on because I am a tool. So
Oh, I
I
know where
turned
this is
the
going.
burner on underneath the slow cooker.
I was gonna ask you why you put your slow cooker on a stove, but I suppose it's like a big wide surface.
It's a big crock pot.
And
Yeah.
they're grounded plugs on the back usually. On
yeah,
the
you
top.
need a 3-pronged book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the grounded ones.
So
yep.
that was happening, and I had the wrong burner on. So I go out, and it wasn't on fire at this point,
Yeah.
but it had the bottom of the crock pot had melted and started to congeal over the
Oh.
entire surface of the laminate.
Oh,
Stove.
really?
Wires were exposed, and I was like, "What?"
What do I do?
Turn
What
the
do I do?
breaker.
Unplug it without trying to touch anything.
Yeah, I unplugged it right away.
Yeah.
Like a tool. I grabbed the sides and yanked it up, and it was like
Ooh.
stretchy rubber.
You would have been better just leaving it alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I didn't. So then I was like,
What
I was just
what do
looking
I
at,
do?
I was looking at my wife, and I was like, oh, it was just like big stringy, like liquid, like
Hello.
look at this, what I do? Ah! She was like, you idiot, put it down. So it was put it back down.
Smash down.
Hulk smash. But then it was too late, so they had to wait for it to cool down, and then I spent a
Peel
good
it
couple hours peeling and scraping and cleaning, and like everything smelled like that burnt rubber.
Oh,
And I had to buy a new crock pot, and their spaghetti sauce wasn't cooked.
so you didn't eat spaghetti sauce then?
And that movie was really bad, so I was like,
So you had a whole
So
bad
it
day
was
all
just
round.
a waste of a day.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, this sucks.
I can't say I've ever like destroyed anything in the kitchen. A burner. Besides a burner,
Yeah.
you know, I've never really destroyed anything.
If I had a burner like those old coil burners, the whole
Yeah.
stove would have been ruined.
Yes,
Oh,
I would have
yes.
because it would have seeped underneath, and it would have been.
Because-
in and around. You
At least
would
with
have
the
been trying-
laminate, I could scrape
Scrape
it
it
off.
off.
And...
Yeah.
But I never see the cleanest my kitchen has ever been is the other day.
So what we're trying to say is none of us are Guy Fieri, although we really want to be.
I mean, we could catch the train Flavortown,
Yeah.
but okay. So that's
Yeah, but he doesn't do any of the cooking.
He
It's
just- he
always
just
he
eats
goes
it.
he's like
somewhere else.
he's
and
like
eats-
a world class
This is
chef.
So good.
He is like a
Chewy.
world class chef.
Yeah, I
though.
know,
Moisty.
that's what they say.
Everything he just uses to
It's,
describe
yeah, it's
food.
verbs.
Yeah.
Chewy,
Chewy,
moisty.
moisty, wetty, got it full of flavory, bacony, cheesy.
That's meaty meat. I remember him saying that one time. I was like,
What's in it? Bacon, cheese, pasta. It's pasty, bacony,
It's like,
cheesy.
You're a millionaire. What the heck?
and so that sort of that kind of brings me neatly, not really, I'm just saying that,
Just
to my second topic
segue.
that I want to sort of bring up tonight.
What's the deal with segues?
Because we have a
How do
Twitter.
you control them without a front tire?
What?
I don't know.
I forgot segues are a thing, but we have a Twitter.
Yeah, we have a Twitter, and we're actually getting a bit of a following because we're almost in 700 followers.
Yeah.
We're popular.
And,
Too bad the bastards don't listen.
Some of them do, I'm sure.
I conversate with a nice few people on Twitter, and
Yeah, so do I.
a couple of
Yeah.
other I usually I direct message people. I'm like, hey, you should listen to this.
I've been
I'll listen
talking to-
your thing.
The master debaters.
They're pretty cool guys.
They're cool guys.
They're into a lot of wrestling.
I listened to a few of their episodes.
I can't understand anything they say.
I understand what they say because they're a bunch of dirty brummies.
All right.
They're gonna get that joke. Oh, and I've been messaging just I think it's one called the A&R podcast, and they're cool because they're like their sort of picture is like the Hydra thing.
From Hail Hydra.
Yeah, and it looks
Okay,
really
from-
cool, but it's kind of like cartoony, so it looks a bit funny.
Okay.
But so me and you were talking, Mike, at work about Hideo Kojima, and he's
the
sort
creator of Metal Gear.
yeah, among other things, I'm
And
sure, but
Zone of
Mostly
the
known for-
Enders. Yeah, but mostly
If you
mostly
know,
Metal Gear.
Yep.
And-
yeah, his bibliography is number
What
one.
was
Metal Gear.
he had something else other than
what's
Metal
the
Gear.
Silent Hill?
Silent
No,
Hill.
is it?
Yeah,
I don't
Silent
know.
Hill.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
he
Yep.
he because we were talking about this at work, and we thought it was funny was he and his Twitter is just a picture of just spaghetti noodles in a bowl, and it says beautiful. And then there's another picture right after it, and it's like spaghetti noodles with spaghetti sauce, and it says everything is beautiful.
He must really love spaghetti.
He's,
And then this
yeah.
what I can only like describe as sort of like a carbonara, sort of like some bacony,
Oh,
creamy
carbonara.
sort of sauce,
Carboneer.
and it says the world is beautiful.
He's a big pasta fan.
He must be.
And he's
Yeah,
a big
it's
so-
just-
artsy Japanese man, so
Yeah, and
big foodie.
because we were talking about ridiculous
fruity.
celebrity tweets and celebrities, because that gives them like a free platform to say things all the time, and so a lot of celebrities are fucking nut jobs.
A lot of people are,
Yeah,
but celebrities,
They
more
have a-
people are going to listen to them.
because they have a platform. Because they're like, you were in that one movie,
Yeah.
and you banged that celebrity. So
Your father's a famous actor. Maybe I'll listen to you.
So, you see, speaking of, that brings me neatly into Jaden Smith.
Oh, the Karate Kid.
Yeah. And his tweets, I don't know if he's trying to sound philosophical.
I think that's what he's trying to do.
Just put
I think
yourself
he's
in
trying
your
to be
own
very
mind state
deep.
of someone who's 16 and
We talked about this at work. It's 16.
just take like your journals or like your poetry or like my band song lyrics from like
His
being
father
a teenager.
is insanely
Who's his father?
insanely rich.
There's
So
Scientologists too, aren't
he never. I would be very surprised if Jaden Smith has ever picked up a shovel or a rake
Mm.
Yeah,
or
he looks
any kind of working utensil.
No,
work.
never. He probably doesn't even chew his own
don't think
food.
he doesn't know.
He doesn't
He
have
probably doesn't. He probably doesn't know how to clean his own underwear.
Well, he doesn't have to.
No, I understand he
This is
doesn't
rich to
have
the
to.
point where you don't have to.
Probably
so-
buys
Yes.
$100 pair of dryers and
He probably
one-time
just-
use. Get
of,
rid
Yeah,
of them.
exactly.
MeUndies, looking for sponsors.
MeUndies.
MeUndies.
All
MeUndies.
Calvin Klein's. But anyway,
Yeah.
I guarantee that he does not have any scars on his knuckles.
I
So what
do.
kind of?
Oh, we all do.
I got a nice scar here from playing Five Finger Fillet
I got a scare for
and
playing
messing up big
toonies
time.
I got a
That-
scar from playing Super Mario Brothers.
All right.
with your knuckles.
Well, I was just kind of. I thought it would have been funny to
Punch
play
him,
a
bro.
video game.
But,
'cause it's-
Scars. Scars
Yeah,
run deep.
just because he has this ridiculous.
What kind of
platform.
beautiful insights do this young fellow have?
Well, I mean,
Mr. JS.
if you ever see him, like he kind of looks like he's sort of timid and he has these funny little eyebrows.
It always
and,
looks like he's really scared. Like his eyebrows are in this kind of like I'm almost
always up.
very like surprised. Or like, oh,
But
you're taking a picture
isn't
of
he
me?
always like squinting too
Yeah.
with that sort of
I don't know if like
middle
someone
of his eyebrows are always
Yeah,
kind of pointed
that-
up. So
I don't know if
it's like,
someone told him like that's a sexy look. You should be a sexy celebrity and do this face, but it looks like he's like really worried all the time.
but some of his
or he's confused by life.
Yeah,
his pearls of wisdom include how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Wow.
that's like a chicken and egg situation. Like which is real and which is fake.
And okay, there's another one is if newborn babies could speak, they would be the most intelligent beings on planet Earth.
They'd have all the answers.
And then there's some other ones. There is no nutrients in our food anymore, or in our soil, in all caps, or in our water.
Where did they go?
Oh my God! Okay, this is the most amazing one.
Did aliens come down and
They took them
abduct-
away to Mars.
abduct them from with a big
The
machine?
after Earth aliens came and took all of our nutrients from our water.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the best one so far that I've ever seen from Jaden Smith is you can discover everything you need to know about everything by looking at your hands.
That is
What does that
that is such a odd like.
even mean?
You ever look at your fingers?
You never seen them fing.
Oh, there they go. Like that is.
I love it, Mark. Mark isn't saying anything. He's kind of just looking down,
He's
just
just
shaking his
disgusted.
head.
I don't know what to say. I can't. It
Oh.
doesn't make any sense to.
Yeah.
There's some other things he says, like, if a bookstore never runs out of a certain book, does that mean that nobody reads it or everybody reads it? Now, see, that one I can kind of understand. That was actually kind of,
That actually kind of makes sense.
yeah. And then he also says most trees are blue.
Yeah.
And then he kind of
in
the
the same
again.
in the same breath act like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
See that, because
declare
that book one was
idiocy.
actually that one's actually kind of interesting. But then like I said, he the bed and says most trees are blue. No, they're not.
You
yeah.
should,
If he started with that book one and ended with that book one, he would have been like 100. He would have been batting 100.
So he only had one.
yeah,
Exactly.
just bookend it with a single thing.
He would have been at 100%.
Just delete all his other tweets. Just
That's
keep
right.
that one.
So yeah, like I was trying to find sort of funny.
You should.
He should have contacted Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson before going on with anything else, because
It was
that was actually pretty smart.
Hmm.
The rest of it
garbage.
Stupid as shit.
From that insane actual child, you should look up the insane man-child ramblings of Kanye West.
Got one right here.
Yes,
Oh,
because his
God.
tweets are just precious moments.
This-
Precious.
I found one.
How?
A lot of them are like the most ridiculous things ever.
Yeah.
And this one, I just took this one because it made me laugh out loud because I was on my phone looking through ones, and I just had to save it just because it made me instantly just go, ha. Guess what it sounds like when I laugh. And it says, "I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love me so much right now."
That sounds like Kanye.
Yeah, like if only I could. Well, I have. I found someone that loves me like Kanye loves Kanye.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That'd be a good shirt.
that is a shirt. That's where I got it.
Oh.
I think I actually heard that before. Yeah,
And
that is a shirt.
I kind of gotta end this with one of my favorite actors, and not for like because he's good acting,
Okay.
just
Okay.
because of his crazy overacting and his like the world's giant mouth.
Is it Tom
Gilbert
Wiseau?
Gottfried.
It's Gary Busey.
Okay.
He has Twitter.
Yeah, and it says
He lived in the woods.
Everybody has
His-
Twitter.
his very first tweet
They
is
all have something to say.
very first tweet is who invented the balloon.
Robert Balloon.
And if you have to fart, fart quick, but keep your energy up. Buseyism is for fart, feeling a rectal transmission.
What?
I don't even know. And then wish,
I don't know what to think about
I'm just
that.
picturing-
I just don't
I'm
get
just
it.
picturing these words coming out of Gary Busey's
giant mouth.
face and voice. Just wow.
And I don't know, this one doesn't make any sense because when you go to Witch Mountain, don't fall in love. Is there like witches there?
Which
Or
mountain is he talking about?
is this a? So I think
Is that like the movie Race to Witch Mountain?
I don't know because I never heard of Witch
Mount
Mountain. before.
Vesuvius. No, that's a ride
That's
at
But
Disney
Vesuvius.
Yeah, that's
World
Disney-
or Disneyland.
Disneyland.
I'm so confused by
Don't
Disney
fall
World
in love
Land.
at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's probably what he was.
That's-
Maybe he was
They're
there.
just-
On
They're just
which
people in
mountain?
suits.
Because are they trying to trick you?
Maybe.
No, but
Is
the thing
that
is,
what-
Maybe he
trying to
just
get to?
loves the ride so much.
yeah, you fall in love with it. So.
Yeah.
And you can only ride it so many times a day, and then
Lineup's
you have to
pretty
pay
bad. It's
$300 to get in. And
Yeah. It's
really
no
expensive.
Splash Mountain or Space Mountain, but which
Space Mountain, oh god.
But wouldn't Gary Busey be let in for free?
No. Wouldn't
You
he-
don't think so?
They charge him more because he has the money.
And he's
No,
crazy. He's
no,
a
that's
he's a
the thing.
liability.
That's the thing about being a celebrity is you go out to eat, you don't pay nothing. You go out to a club, you don't pay nothing.
That's how they have so much money because they don't have to spend
They don't
any
have
money.
to pay
Yeah.
for nothing
They probably
because
get
they've given it. They're like, you're at my club, you are not paying for a drink because it's...
I hate when I do. It looks like I have freaking clam diggers on.
'Cause
But these are like when I
Men's
stand up, they
feeder
look
is,
normal.
up on the table. Right
Looks
now.
like you've really
you have wearing
attacked
capris.
the bottom of those pants.
I did because they were too long.
Oh, okay.
You self-hemmed.
Did
Yeah.
you have kid scissors when you were doing
They're
it?
the safety ones.
Yeah, exactly.
But we know how you like operate in a kitchen. I don't want to see you operate
Hey,
scissors either.
you've eaten my food. It's really good.
It's true.
So, I think no, this has been a
That's
good
pretty
episode. I
good.
think we got to start shortening
Yeah.
up on our episodes from an hour to half an hour.
Cut
Uh,
out the filler.
I like it.
I mean, I think it's actually a really good move because
All
it
killer,
keeps
no
everything
filler.
it keeps everything short, sweet, to the point, and a lot. You know, I find that unless they're actually
Pointing
us,
to my crotch right now. Sorry.
I don't know why you're doing
Short and sweet to the point.
that.
Self burn.
It's it sort of keeps everything sort of
Self-depreciating humor for the win.
yeah, because it's to the point, short, and then you know
Well, I think it's a lot easier for
Holds-
people to listen to.
hold attention more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, this
Cool.
was a fun episode. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna we'll check out our Facebook. If you don't know where Facebook is, it's www.facebook.com.
/ 1337 FM Nerd Tech Radio.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to use a computer yet, go take a
But
course. There's
How are
probably
you
a
listening?
college.
How are you listening to this?
There's probably
Good
a
point.
college close to you that has Computers 101,
A learning
Internet
institution.
101.
I kept telling Mother to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people need it.
True that.
Mother,
But anyway, is there anything else you guys would like to add other than the Facebook group?
2 + 2.
Is for
Well, yeah. Well, visit our website,
Yeah.
1337fmnerdtalkradio.com.
Oh, yes. That's one.
So follow us on Twitter, donate to our Patreon, and you're
subscribe
amazing.
on YouTube because we do have some fun things up there.
And yeah, follow us on YouTube, Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us or whatever it is
Tweet
you do
us.
on iTunes.
Tweet us at MySpace. Follow us on ICQ. We'll chat at you. MSN Messenger.
Yeah.
Start your own website at angelfire.com.
Okay, yeah, if we're going back to 2003.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a good episode, and we'll see you again in episode 31.